One of the success secrets in livestock business is your ability to keep your animals healthy. In this video, I'm going to share with you 35 rabbit feed. Also, I'm going to share with you some tips that you should apply in your farm that will help your rabbits to stay healthy and produce more. Now, before we begin, please do subscribe and click on that notification bell. Don't forget to drop a comment. Do you like the video? Drop a comment. Do you want more on rabbit farm videos, that we should create more videos on rabbits? Then comment below, and I assure you that we do that, and we will all grow together. Now let's look at the first two things that you should never do in your rabbit farm. The first thing is, do not drop your feeds on the floor for your rabbits to tread on and then feed on it. If you do that, they will likely contact one disease or the other. They will easily be affected. They can be sick anytime. So avoid dropping their feeds on the floor. Rather, use binding wire to hang them. If it is grasses or leaves or plants, hang them by the side of the cage. That way, where they can reach and feed from it, or put it in a bowl, in a feeding plate, where the rabbit can easily access and eat. That is number one. Number two, now you should not find your grasses or feed where dogs display. Where dogs is, if you want to find your feet and you find out that dogs always go that place to to play and to scratch their backs or do whatever, or cats always display in that area, never you find your feed. Do not cut any grass there and feed your rabbits. The reason is that those cats and dogs may be carriers of diseases or disease carrying organisms, that if you harvest those grasses, if you cut those grasses and feed your rabbit with, definitely you have transferred diseases into your pen, into your farm, that may even end up destroying all the animals. So you should be careful where you bring the grass from, where you bring your feeds from. Having said that, let's look at the trees that you can use in feeding your rabbits. Number one is mango leaf. I've said it before in my previous video. So mango leaf is one of the best leaf that you can feed your rabbit with. You can also use moringa leaf and feed your rabbit. They love it and they eat it very well. Bitter leaf is also good for rabbits and they eat very well. And you see that mango leaves, moringa leaves and bitter leaves, these are antibiotics. They are strong antibiotics. So if you feed them to your rabbit, if you give them to your rabbit, the rabbits will be healthy and they will love it. But one thing you should know is that feeding your rabbit with only one regular grass will not give what the rabbit wants. It's not a balanced diet. So you should always mix it. That is why I'm giving you not less than 35 feeds that you can use. So alternate it, mix them. That way some plants do not contain the complete, they lack one protein or the other. So if you combine them, that way you are going to give your rabbit balanced diet. So you can also feed your rabbit with pear leaves from pear, either the avocado pear or the native pear, the black pear or purple color. You can feed them with those leaves and they are happy. They eat them very well. Also, you can feed your rabbit with dry cassava leaves. You just dry them a little, send it to the pen, send it to the farm. They will eat happily and grow very fast. Having said that, let's look at other do's and don'ts that you should observe in your farm that will help you to keep your rabbits healthy. Make sure you observe your rabbits every day. That way you will quickly notice when your rabbits are sick. When your animals are sick, you will quickly notice them and then take care of them. But if you are not careful to observe them every day, when they are sick, you may not know. Two, you should always keep your cage clean. The rabbit cage should be clean always, and then there should be clean water. If you observe that in the water bowl there are a lot of leaves and feeds in it, please change the water and give them fresh water to drink. It's very, very important. So keep the cage clean, observe the rabbits very well. Now, if you want to avoid sicknesses in your farm, if you want your rabbits to be always healthy, please protect the farm with net so as to prevent flies or mosquitoes from entering. These are things that they are pathogenic to rabbit. They cause a lot of damage in rabbit farm. So if you want to avoid diseases in your farm, protect them from mosquitoes and tsetse flies. Now let's look at more feeds that you can use in feeding your rabbits and keeping your rabbits healthy. Number one is potato leaves. You can feed a rabbit with potato leaves, the stem and the peels. They will eat it happily and they love it, and it's very good to their body. Also, you can feed them with your maize. You can give them the maize leaves, the straw. After they might have harvested, they eat it very well. They also eat the fruits, but it's expensive, so it's better to use the straw, the dried leaves, or hay, whichever name you call them. Those ones are very good. Also, you can give them green beans. The leaves of green beans is very good. Carrots, the tops, that is the green side, is also very good. Cabbage is very good. Pumpkin leaves are very good. You can also give them peanuts, that is granite leaves. Gather the granite leaves wherever you see a granite farm. Go there, gather the green leaves, and they feed on it very well. Also, the peels, the shells. When you break the granite, though that side that we throw away, the cover, the shells, or whichever the peels is very good for rabbits. They eat and they are always happy when they are breaking the nuts. So the peanut is very good. The leaves are also very good. You can also feed them with cowpea. I have more than enough list of these things. So cowpea is one thing that you can use in feeding your rabbit. Let's look at some grasses that you can give your rabbit and they will enjoy it. Number one is elephant grass. Number two is Timothy. And number three is carpet grass. Number four is oat. Number five is napier. You Google it, you see the display. It looks like elephant grass also, but it's different. Now, one simple thing I want to let you know is that all those grasses that looks like elephant grass, all those grasses in that same family that looks like, if you look at them, they all look like elephant grass or rice straw. All those ones are good feeds for rabbits. So any of those grasses that you see, you can experiment and they are very good for rabbit. And so you can also feed them with wheat grasses. You can feed them with barley hay. You can feed them with Bermuda grass. Bermuda grass. You can also feed them with mildew. You can also feed them with millet leaves. These are grasses that you can use in feeding. The next thing that you shouldn't do in your rabbit farm is do not feed your rabbit with starchy foods like cassava tubers. It's not good for rabbit, although they will consume it a lot. But after a while, they will start purging. Also, feeding your rabbit with carrots, not the leaves, but the yellowish part, the tuber, the side that people consume, that sugary part is not good. Eat it happily, but it does not really go well with their system. So avoid giving them in excess. If you want to give your rabbit cassava peels, then you should dry them and blend them. Dry it, put it in your grinding machine or your digester. Let it be digested with other leaves and then feed them to your rabbit. That way to be a very good meal for them. You should make sure that you wash the grass or the leaves that you want to feed. You want to give it to your rabbit. Before you feed them with those grasses you just bring from the forest, make sure that you carry out a thorough examination on the leaves, whether there are insect eggs, whether there are insect perching on it. You should make sure that you remove the caterpillars and all those things that are on the leaves. So carefully examine them, wash them clean, let them get dried for a little while, and then send it to the rabbit. Don't just bring it from the forest, from the bush, and then to the pen or to the cage. No. Rabbit. Now let's further look at some fruits that you can feed your rabbit with. You can feed your rabbit with banana peels. They are very good, but you don't give them in excess. You can also feed them with pawpaw and pawpaw leaves, the unripe pawpaw, the ripe one, and the leaves also, they eat very well. You can also feed them with avocado leaves. I've mentioned it before, and even the fruits, they eat it and happily. You can, rabbits also consume kernels. Do you know that? But you don't need to feed them as strong as it is. So you mix it with as a rabbit farmer, one machine that you should have is the pelleting machine. So you need to have that pelleting machine or a digestive small machine that you can grind your feed. That way you can collect kernels that are already cracked, collect some of these feeds, gather them, mix them in the right proportion, blend them, and feed them. That way you are giving them the right meal, a balanced diet. So you can feed them with guava and guava leaves. You can also feed them with banana, plantain leaves, and all those ones. You can actually feed a rabbit with PKC. But I will tell you that my suggestion is that you should not just buy the PKC and put it on the plate or on the bowl for the rabbits to eat. Mix it with some green leaves. That way, they are taking in chlorophyll and other important vitamins and amino acids that are needed in their body for growth. So these are feeds that I've compiled. Now, do you want to know the proportions, the ratio that you should use in mixing or preparing your food, how you can prepare your own rabbit concentrate that they will eat and be happy, how you can prepare your own pellets? Now this is very simple. I'm going to display it on the screen and you will see the ratios, the percentage. Now, is there any grass or plant that you know and I did not mention? Please, you need to help another farmer by commenting below. Mention that plant that you know or you might have been using in your farm that is good for rabbit and I was unable to mention. Maybe I don't know. Comment. I will also use it. Other farmers will see and benefit from it. So there is need for you to comment. Is there any idea on rabbit farming that we have not shared in this channel in our videos? Please also comment below so that others will learn and we grow together. That way we will succeed together. Thank you for watching. Please comment below if you want more on rabbit farm. Comment below and I'm going to do more research and upload for you to enjoy, and then we grow together. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in our next video. Bye bye.